Welcome to AVFTS Wrexham, and I'm going to be bringing you today my match reaction, my match thoughts, and the clips of goals from Hanley Town versus Wrexham. So, as I said, do not click off this video if you want to see that James McClean won the strike, and if you want to see Sam Dobbie's acute finish that scored at the near post, because I'm going to be showing you all that match action today. If you do want to get onto this video, then make sure to smash a like, subscribe to the channel, and of course, get in the comments. Let me know about this first pre-season victory that Wrexham faced against Hanley Town Football Club, and where to start, but none other than Hanley Town Football Club themselves, a non-league team based up in Stoke-on-Trent and playing in the Northern Premier League. And they had their biggest ever sellout as a club. And listen to this figures when I tell you this. They were over the moon to have 1,450 people there. You could only buy a ticket on the before the game. You couldn't buy tickets on the day. They had sold out to max capacity. And that little non-league club have been made a very, very happy side. And what a brilliant, brilliant adventure for Wrexham to go and do to start the pre-season tour of this summer. And Hanley Town, of course, as I said, we're really grateful for this. But what I also really am appreciative of is Wrexham taking a full-strength squad. Wrexham played the big guns. Now, in other times past, when you go on pre-season friendlies, usually when a team rocks up at a non-league ground, no matter the stature, from whether it's a Premier League side, Championship League One, they bring some first-team players, and a lot of the time as well, they have a lot of under-18s and under-23s who aren't ever going to be playing in the domestic season. So for Wrexham to take the big guns is a massive credit to them. Second of all, just to have some team news about today, of course, there's no Paul Mullen. He is going to be out for pre-season as he's undergoing back surgery, which means he will not be flying to the US. But also, it also means that these players also missed out today. There was no Tom O'Connor, there was no Will Boyle, no Jacob Mendy, and of course, no new signing Lewis, who signed from Leicester City. Those guys didn't feature today, but they will be flying to the US. So without further ado, let's get into the starting 11 that played the first half. And also, let's have a look at what Phil Parkinson has done completely different with this side. And something as Wrexham fans we have to take note of and get excited about. Because here it is. Phil Parkinson actually changed the system. Now, this is something that I've been asking Phil Parkinson for months. Show us something else other than 3-5-2. Basically, Wrexham's plan A was 3-5-2, and plan B is do 3-5-2 better. Just change the personnel and hope they do it better. What I'm now starting to see is actually probably Phil Parkinson has new wild cards up his sleeve. He's now looking at it and going, I need to try something different. So he actually played a 4-diamond-2. Arthur was in goal. It's a really strong back four of McClean, Owen O'Connell, James, and Bennett. With a diamond of Dobson, the new signing at the base, Jones off the right, Elliot Lee off the left, and Callum Edwards up top, with Marriott and Palmer being the front two. Brilliant, really strong 11 that Parkinson has chosen. And a 4-diamond-2 is actually a formation. But when you look at the personnel in there, especially someone like Elliot Lee, it's tasty and I like it, and I like it a lot. Now, again, it was a very cagey start to pre-season, as you would expect, with Wrexham dominating, having a lot of the ball. But there was one piece of news that I had to break, and it was a little bit sad to see. And of course, it worried me massively. And it was this piece of news here. And I'll bring us to the stage now. Elliot Lee in real discomfort here and coming off. Not the day to take any chances with strains and tweaks. Okay. And apparently, Elliot Lee was complaining after his right groin area. So again, Harry Ashfield comes on and replaces him. But Elliot Lee was worried about his right groin area. Now, we're all sat there probably thinking, not this again. Not this again. Because when I say not this again, we all remember last pre-season, one man in particular had his pre-season ruined, and that was Paul Mullen, who then wasn't able to be fit for the first month and a half, 2 months of the new season. And that really was a blow for Wrexham. I had to find life about Paul Mullen. Pretty difficult. However, we have had confirmation from the writer of Wrexham for The Athletic in Richard Sutcliffe, who said, only negative was Elliot Lee limping off with a thigh strain, but Phil Parkinson says nothing serious, and Lee will be on a flight to the USA on Tuesday. Happy, happy days. Elliot Lee's injury, not as serious as we first thought and expected, and therefore we can all sleep happy tonight. But let's get into the goal then. The first goal happened in the first final moments of the first half, and it was none other than James McClean. Now, as I said here, I will be showing you a video clip of James McClean's goal, and hopefully you guys can get a taste of this action. So, McClean scoring, and it all starts. And it all starts from James McClean taking the corner and then receiving it. So on stage now for you, watch the goal. Gonna let it run through. So James McClean takes the corner, as you can see here. He goes inside on the block, plays a 1-2 here, gets the 2 back, touch out his feet, left foot into the top corner. Now, again, the video quality isn't the best, but let's just run through this again. He starts in the corner, plays it into the player we can't quite see off screen, gets the return pass, and that is a sensational finish. You can see it better even on that second angle. Now, if you do want to zoom in on that, as I said, the clips that I'm getting for these goals are on Rob Ryan Red, the Wrexham podcast. So please do check out that on Twitter, or should I say X. So that was the first goal, and that was how Wrexham went into the break 1-0 up with that very strong side. And again, Hanley will be impressed with that, only going in 1-0 down. And be very, very happy about that. But the second half then meant for changes. Now, this second half team, surprisingly, was a lot better in terms of the scoreline than the first half team. And let's have a look at it on paper, because Phil Parkinson, once again, has tweaked formation. So today was a day where Wrexham did not play 3-5-2. So he went 4-3-3 in the second half, Howard in goal, Bolton, Cleworth, Evans, and Rainbird, with Ashfield, Cannon, and Davis, Waters, Dobbie, and Bickerstaff. So, as I said on paper, probably not as strong as that first half side. But they weren't messing around early on. And basically, the first goal scorer just the other side of half-time was Jordy Davis. He made it 2-0 with a lovely strike on the edge of the box, as reported here, and where he has basically gone and converted the ball into the back of the net with a left-footed shot on the edge of the box. And we love that from Jordy Davis. And so great time to score, 49 minutes in, and you're thinking, okay, not bad at all. Wrexham didn't then waste any more time in this, and they went and scored a third through Sam Dobbie. And this is another goal that I have a clip of, which if you do stick around, you'll be able to see it. Sam Dobbie converts a lovely finish at the near post from Rainbird's cross, which I will show you here now as reported. And this is the one I'm going to get you a clip of now. I'm going to get you a clip of this goal, because this was a finish that everyone will be very, very appreciative of, because this is a Sam Dobbie-esque finish that actually on his day he can do. And Dobbie flicks it with such precision and such intensity that you've got to respect it. So here it is. The goal coming up now. And by the way, as I said, I can't take any credit for any of these clips or footage, because, as I said, it is not my clips to show as such, or the ones I got recorded of. But I think it's important that if they are available, people can see them. And so here they are, the next goal for you. And as I said, it takes a while to get them loaded up, but I've got it loaded, ready to rock and roll for you now. Have a look at this then. So the ball starts there. Very strong hold-up play from originally Dobbie. Goes out wide to Rainbird. And watch this little finish here from Dobbie. Moves off his man, off into the top corner again. Let's just watch this again. I'm going to put it higher up. So he actually starts the play here, Dobbie, back to goal. And this is to make it 3-0. Jordy Davis is involved as well. He drives it, gives it to Rainbird on the left, you can't see. And look at that for a finish for Dobbie. Left-footed sweeper into there. Happy, happy days. And again, I've got to credit Sam Dobbie. You know, we don't really know what sort of season he's going to have at Wrexham, if he's going to be able to break through the ranks or not. But all he can do is do moments like that. Score, convert, and make sure that he is giving Phil Parkinson something to think about. Now, Hanley actually pulled it back to make it 3-1. And of course, it was a good piece of defending originally from Cleworth to stop the first shot from Hanley, but he couldn't do anything about the second and made it 3-1. And Howard was actually beaten. And listen, Jordy Davis does it again. And Phil Parkinson, I think, is very, very impressed with this guy. And I think this could be his season to really dazzle. As Jordy Davis makes it 4-1. He's played well, and Parton not been shy and praising him over and over. And that is something that's great to see. When you get people who actually go to the games and can hear the managers on dugout in these pre-seasons, you can see Jordy Davis there, who's getting the praise and reward. And the fact that Parky is really, really singing his praises is something that I absolutely love to see. And you have to let me know if you think Jordy Davis is going to have that breakthrough season in League One and really shine and dazzle. But finally, the game was then left with one final goal, and it came from none other than Bickerstaff. Again, someone who I'm confused about in terms of when he actually can finish. He's someone I actually think is a really good natural finisher, but I just don't see where he is in the pecking order at Wrexham. We talk about the fact we've got Mullen, Palmer, Marriott, Fletcher, Dobbie, Bickerstaff. There's 7 strikers there. Where on earth does Bickerstaff fit? Is he someone who goes out on loan? Personally, I think he does. So here is the final description of the goal. Goal, Jake Bickerstaff. Fitness goal for show now as Hanley look increasingly tired without the same number of players available to freshen it up. Brilliant finish nonetheless, 5-1. And that is something you should expect in pre-season. That is something you should expect in pre-season, especially non-league sides. They're not as fit. They don't have the realm of making 22 subs because they don't have the squad depth. And of course, it would have been a tiresome day for them. But yeah, lots of minutes in the legs. Aaron James, Jordan Davis, and James Jones all played fantastic, apparently. And that is something that we should definitely hold on to. We've also taken away that Elliot Lee is fit and ready to fire. But I think my favourite thing of all today was actually this tweet here, and I've got to show you what they've said just to sum it up. And it's credit to Hanley Town. So have a look at this from Hanley Town Football Club themselves. They have shared the following thoughts. First of all, they put this one. Full time, we cannot thank Wrexham enough for coming today, especially with such a strong squad. We wish them and all their supporters the best of luck with the season ahead. We hope you enjoyed your visit to our little corner of non-league football. And it was a really sort of fundamental foundation day of remembering where football can start in those non-league grounds where dreams are made of, where players dream of making it big time. And you have to start somewhere. And you can never take away the essence of non-league. And credit to Wrexham for absolutely supporting that through the hills. But let's end on this because, of course, the owners, Ryan Reynolds, had to get involved and look at this. This will put a smile on your face to end it all off. Was that actually they put, thank you, Hanley Town, Ryan Reynolds. And you're going to have a look at this. Ryan Reynolds actually said thank you to them, and they replied back with, of course, a little bunny rabbit gushing that actually none other than Ryan Reynolds knows who Little Hanley Town are. And that is something, again, that you have to just take back and admire. The pure nature of our owners, Hanley Town being recognised. It's a beautiful day. But strong stuff, as I said, Jones, Davis, playing really well. And that's what we want to see moving forward in the season. 2 different formations, a 4-diamond-2 and a 4-3-3. And, of course, minutes in the bank for a lot of players. They fly to US on Tuesday. And, of course, we'll be bringing you more Wrexham news as and when it comes. Make sure you smash a like. Make sure you subscribe and get in the comments. And I'll see you all on the next video. Take care, guys. Thank you for watching. And ta-da.